up, you guys? This is Chris, aka The Hobby Beast, and in this video we're going to be talking about Beckett. Surprisingly, it's Beckett. We don't normally talk about them because, frankly, they don't really like to bring things up. So, today, they did. They brought out their bomb saying that they will be suspending most grading services as of June 7th. So today is the 1st, which is the breaking news, and looks like we have up until next Monday if you're looking to get something graded with BGS. So, let's look over the article. Again, this is very long awaited. Like, they could have done this way earlier, just like PSA, but they were fairly quiet. They didn't say anything really. Like, we never really heard anything literally until today. So this is mind-boggling, but again, they're finally deciding to pull the trigger and suspend pretty much most of their services except for their top one, obviously, just like the way PSA is. But yeah, let's go over it right now. So first off, overwhelmed with orders, obviously, because since PSA has been out of commission, I mean, obviously they're going to go to their next big player, which is Beckett. So essentially they're going to be even more backed up than they were before because of PSA being almost out of commission. But and also SGC taking their slight hiatus, but they are back now. So Beckett Grading Services will temporarily stop accepting most trading submissions next week. So most. So that's pretty vague. They're not exactly explaining exactly which ones, but I mean, I'm pretty sure when they say that, they mean they're like everything but their highest level of tier. So, like its competitor, PSA Dallas-based Beckett has a backlog of ungraded cards that's so large that collectors and dealers have been waiting months for orders, which is not out of the ordinary. PSA's doing the same. I mean, I sent something in on February. I'm still waiting, and I don't expect it to be ready until probably next year, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not surprised they're that much behind, and they're probably even more behind now. Beckett Collectibles president Jeremy Murray says all grading submissions other than the premium level service will be suspended. So all orders that are submitted under the Express, Standard, and Economy level will be returned to the customer ungraded. That's brutal. That is absolutely brutal. They're going to send it back to them. The reason behind this decision is simply to allow us to focus on the growing backlog we have and get as many cards as back to customers as possible before the National. I mean, that's a good idea because the National is coming up. And so I can definitely see where they would want to be able to give it back to them before, because people essentially want to be able to sell their cards as well as trade during the National, which is the biggest of the bigs in terms of card shows. So, I mean, it makes sense. It's perfect timing. It's just the question is, will it be enough time for them to get rid of all their backlog before the National itself? So only time will tell. I mean, I think they should have done this way earlier to make sure that they are indeed taking care of the entire backlog, because that's virtually almost impossible to do because of how much they have backed up. But again, this is not ideal for anyone, but something our competition has done. So like their neighbors PSA, they decided to follow suit. Again, they should have done it pretty much the same time as PSA. Or they should have done it beforehand. I mean, they should have realized that this is a big move by PSA to do that, and they had the balls to do it, and BGS didn't. Simple as that. Now they have to follow suit because they really don't have much of a choice. Beckett's premium level service costs $250 per card, or $150 without subgrades being assigned. But let's get it, like, don't get it twisted. I'm pretty sure people are going to want to use the $250 because they want the subgrades. It's one of the nicest things, I honestly think, in my opinion, about BGS and their grading on their slabs. They have the subgrades. again, 150 if they are looking to get something just done quick and they don't care about that subgrade. But to be honest, I think a lot of people do. I mean, comment below if you prefer the subgrades over the no subgrades, because I honestly prefer it. Grading companies have been inundated with orders, mostly consisting of modern era trading cards, for more than a year as collectors and sellers look to take advantage of the robust market. COVID-19 exacerbated the problem. That does seem to make a little sense, just because everyone is cooped up at home, and I mean, essentially they can't really go to purchase as much as they'd like, so they'll end up getting everything graded instead. In late March, PSA suspended all of but its higher-end services, and while the company has indicated it is caught up on processing submissions, it has yet to resume accepting orders beyond the highest service level. But we've heard from PSA that they should be back, hopefully up and running by July, which I don't know if BGS will be able to do that. Had they have done that back in March, maybe they would have been able to catch up just like PSA. But then again, PSA hasn't, like, as long as you're following up with their pop reports, then you can really tell how much of a traction they're putting towards their grading every single day. But then I digress. Again, Beckett should have done this way earlier. Way earlier. Okay, so SGC raised its prices to $75 for regular submissions, hoping to slow the tide of orders, then reduce it to $30 not long ago after catching up. So luckily, because they were luckily SGC was able to address this right away, and they were able to realize that. So that is a big thing, just to admit that you have a problem. So for them to do that and to take care of, I mean, like, I don't know if you've seen the interview with SGC and Sports Card Investor. That was a really good interview, just to get more clarity and like the process of that's what's done within SGC, and also what they plan on doing in case something like this happens again when they get inundated with submissions. So hopefully they're ramping up their services and their staff to be able to handle such big quantities now. So Beckett's backlog means customers are currently waiting 8 months or more for a standard level. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I have submissions in with HGA, and they're gonna be 60-day ones, so I'm not worried about it taking that long. I know with a lot of my friends that have submitted through HGA, they haven't had any issues in terms of getting it, even if it was like a couple of days late. They seem to be pretty good with their submissions. So Beckett's backlog means customers are currently waiting 8 months or so, and then submissions to be processed and returned in 11 months or more for economy level orders. Last fall, the company lost grading directors to Certified Collectible Group, which launched its CSG trading card division. So yeah, guys, it's crazy. So again, that's the article here. I honestly think it's well overdue. They should have done this way before. Leave a comment below what you guys think. Should they have done this earlier? I'm sure you guys think the same way, but I'm curious to see what your thoughts are on this. Let me know in the comments, and then also, if you haven't yet, don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And if you like this content, please let me know in the comments as well. I mean, I don't mind talking about this stuff and just giving you my opinion on things too. So yeah, that's it for now. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.